Hello and welcome once again to this WordPress course. Today we are going to take a look at widgets. Remember, in our earlier videos we looked at themes and then we went to customize, and today we are going to see how we can set our widgets and apply them to our WordPress website. So let's get right in. Here we are on our WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to go to pages. I'll click on pages, and here I'll simply go to the blog. Remember the blog post, the blog page we created. Alright, so I'll go here, right click and open. So what I want us to do now is just to take a look at this page, because by the time we adjust the settings, I want us to see the difference. So this is our blog page and this is our blog post. Okay, this is a default blog post that came with the WordPress installation. So now you can see where we have our blog title. You can see where we have everything. This is the footer that we set. Alright, so this is the social icons and everything. So I'll go back here and then I'll open the edit so that we can make some adjustments. But before then, let's go and set our widgets. So we'll go to the appearance tab, and then this is our widget. I'll still right click and open in a new tab. While I'm opening a new tab, is that I want all these tabs to be open so that we can just switch from one to the other. So this is the widget tab. As you can come here, you can see different sets of widgets. We have sidebar 1, sidebar 2, footer from 1 to 6, and then we have inactive widget. So let's look at the ones we are going to customize. For sidebar 1, you can see the things that are there already. We have the add label, we have recent posts, we have recent comments, and all of this. So sidebar is simply a tool that will appear here. Okay, it will just appear by the side, or it can appear on this other side depending on where you want it to appear. So you can put up some things there so that people, when they are reading your post, either they click on those things or it will make them easier for them to search your post, because sometimes you can have so many blog posts. You can just put up a search bar here so that people can just filter through your post. Also, you can put up an advertisement. If you have a link that you will take people to where you want them to purchase your product, or you take them to where they will see a kind of information you want that to be beneficial to your company, you can put them up on the sidebar. Now you can have sidebar on your main pages, but it's not advisable. It's just advisable that you have it on your blog post, so that when you drive traffic from wherever you want to drive traffic from social media or from Google, they'll now come here, and then while they're reading your blog post, they're also seeing these things. So let's go and set up the sidebar. So this is sidebar 1, placeholder. This is recent posts. If you want your recent post to appear, you can set this one. You can see this is the only post, hello world, so it's appearing there. Then this is the recent comment, what people will comment. But personally, I don't have need for all these things. Let's see sidebar 2. We have the archives and the categories. Alright, so let's work on this one. So you just see how this thing works. Archives, that means your very old post. If you want the archive to appear on your sidebar, you can leave it, but I don't want, so I'll simply click on the archive, come to these 3 dots, click on the 3 dots, and I'll scroll down to where you see remove heading. So I'll simply remove the archive. The same with this one, click on it, click on the 3 dots, scroll down, remove group, then the categories. I can leave these categories. I can leave the categories, okay, because it will help people to filter through. But what I want to add here is the search. So let's click here to add. You can see it says add a block, and here you also search for search. Okay, you can see search here. I'll click on it. Now we have search here. So what I want to do is to take it up. I'll click on it. So this is it, and search has gone to the very top of the bar now. So it's saying optional placeholder. That means you can type whatever you want here. So let's put in something there. Alright, so that will be my placeholder that will guide people so that they'll know what to do when they arrive here. So that's the search. You've seen we've set up the search, then we have the categories. This category, when you set up more categories, they are going to show up here. So let's add another thing here. So after the categories, let's say we want to add an advertisement. Okay, we want to add an advertisement, maybe a link to a course we have created. So you simply come and select image, but if you don't see image here, you can just type in image. An image will come up. And I also want to show you, these are just a few things that you can add. If you click on browse all, you can see that the entire list of what you can add opens here, and you can just scroll down and choose anything you want to add to the sidebar. So I'll still go with the image I wanted to add. So this is the image. Now I have three options: either to upload from my computer, to bring in from the image library, or to insert URL. Let me try the image library to see if I have. Okay, I have it here already. Remember what we said about alternate text, so you always put the alternate text there. Now our image is here. Alright, so what will we do with the image? I'll make it a link. So I'll click on the image, come to this other bar. This is the bar you can use to customize whatsoever is here. So I'll come here, you can see insert link. I'll click on the link. I'll type in the URL to the course. Okay, let's just stop here because I don't know the subdirectory. So let it just be there. And then you come here, or you can also click on link settings. You can see here open in new tab. So if I turn this on, it's going to open in new tab, and I always like to turn it on so that it will open in a new tab altogether, while my page will still be there for the person to look at. Alright, so I'll click on apply, and that way I've added my advertisement. So that's how you add things to your sidebar. And let's just add one more thing. You can still click on this, and here you can come here and search for anything you think you want to add. You can add virtually anything here, so I'd advise you just play around with these things and see what they do. Right? If it's not what you want, to simply take it out. So let's just see another thing that we can add here. Okay, this is YouTube. I wanted to type it, but let's just see. Okay, we want to add a YouTube video here. So I'll simply go to YouTube. I'll open my YouTube. So let's say you have a video on YouTube. Let me locate our YouTube page. Let me simply type in a name and search for it. So this is our video, this is our page. Let me just copy one. Let me copy this one. I'll pause this, come to share, and then I'll simply copy the link here. I'll go back to our website. This is where I'm to paste the URL. I'll paste it there and I'll click on embed. Alright, I'll simply update this, and let's see how this is going to work for us. So here I'll go to pages, open a new tab, and under pages I have blog posts here. I'll do view in new tab, so you can see how our sidebar is turning out. Very wonderful. Now there's something I forgot to show you how to set this up. In case your own doesn't come up like this, you need to go and set it up by yourself. So under where you have the blog post page, you come to edit, and here is where you have the settings where you can turn on your sidebar. So you simply click on the page settings. Okay, your own might not be looking like this if you don't use Cadence theme. Okay, but then this is where you come to do your sidebar. So you can see that our sidebar is here, but sometimes if it's set to any of these, you're not going to have any sidebar show up. So let's try to set this narrow. then I'll click on update. Alright, so if you go back here and refresh this page, you can see we don't have any sidebar. Alright, then you come back here and then you select the right side, you click on update, you come back here, then we refresh the page. You can see our sidebar is coming on this side. So that's how you set your sidebar on the page. Okay, simply come to your blog view page, then do the page settings, come here, and then you can choose where you want your sidebar to show up, and it will show up. So I'll close all of this now, and that's how we set the widget. Let's see, we have the footer too. Now footer mostly will show up on the footer of your page. Okay, it usually shows up here, so you can just play around with it and set up some things. It's basically the same like the ones we are doing here. So you can add anything. You can add an image, either you upload or you bring it from the library. Let's choose the upload. Here we have some free images, so you add an image. I mean, this is just for tutorial purposes, and then you click on update. Alright, that way you have updated, you have added something to your footer too. Alright, so that's how you can add things here, and then you make them show up on your website. That's been it for the widget. I think you've learned one or two things here, but as you continue in your journey, you get to learn more and know more on how to customize these things. This is where I'll call it quits on this particular video. I'll see you in another one. Take care.